When winning is the only option, the sharpest bettors in the world call me. Not because of what I know, but who I know. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. But talk is cheap, so let me show you. The Syndicate Insider Show starts now.
How you like the new digs?
Love it. More workstations.
What's the line on the Ravens game?
We got some late action where the Ravens line. Everybody's hammering the Ravens. It's down to 6.5.
Gotta check the volume, brother. Always gotta check the volume. I'm listening. Go ahead.
We got the Ravens down to 6.5. It opened at 8. A lot of money's coming in on Baltimore. Obviously, you know I'm a huge Baltimore fan. Big game tomorrow night.
How's that record of Cleveland?
As far as I know, they're still undefeated. 0-13.
You know what this is called? It's called a poker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play poker, I smoke pokers. If you haven't smoked a pipe, it's something you should do to relax once in a while. It's a good alternative to the cigars. You want to step aside here for a second? We need more screens because we got more data. With more data gives you more opportunities. With more opportunities gives you an understanding of what it is to come in from the outside and come into the inside. Now, let's talk trading. Everybody knows I'm a sports trader, and everybody knows that I'm not a sports gambler. Now, you know about the Vegas Roundtable. You've been with me to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you were going to sit at the pool. You thought you were going to work on your Russian tan.
We were at the pool.
What
I
did
think
we do?
less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5. I think we went to meet a client. How fun was it for you in Vegas? I mean, we went to see Coldplay, but other than that, how fun was it for you?
I mean, honestly, it was a great learning experience because it's a lot that goes into these trips, and it's a lot of work in getting everybody there. But once we're there, it's just what I see is clockwork.
You said clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Of me spending a lot of time trying to teach people what it is to actually trade versus gamble. When you're in an environment where, as I say on the video, the glitz, the glamour, the lights, it's there to entice you. It's there to pull the money. It's a pleasure center. If I want to have pleasure, there's lots of ways to smoke a cigar, have a cup of coffee, so on and so forth. I don't need to waste my time wagering on a sporting event. That is a trade. We had some of the sharpest minds work on software that we're now going to be releasing to our clients in 2017 that not only does a lot of the work for us automatically that we have been filtering from our various syndicates and bringing together in one product, but also does the most important thing, which is bankroll money management.
Right.
Showing you not only which games to play, but how much and what percentage of the pie to actually play. Most clients, there'll be a learning curve. I do these Vegas roundtables because when you meet me and you break bread with me, the concept is to understand the psychology of wagering, to understand that if you want to take a risk and make risk your friend, you have to enjoy the roller coaster ride. Now, I did a video on Snapchat, and what I said on Snapchat was, when you take your kids to an amusement park, the kids love the roller coaster rides, if you happen to be a father like myself. Now, you're a young man, you're obviously not a father yet. Do you enjoy roller coaster rides?
I do.
Do you enjoy the medium roller coaster rides, or do you enjoy the real killer? Look at the camera. The real
speed and the big swoops.
The big drops, right?
The big drops.
The ones that, boom, they hit you right here in the stomach, right?
Hit you right in the gut.
The ones that they literally, you feel like you're going to come out of the chair, right?
Right. That empty feeling in your stomach.
Right. So when you finally come to the gate and you pull in, you're like, literally, if you had hair, you're just like, gone, right? You know what I mean? You're
Done.
just done. So here's what you have to understand. As was explained to me by the sharpest minds in this business, the bigger the drop in the roller coaster ride, the more adrenaline in your body, and the more of a desire that you're going to want to go back, even though while you were in the ride you were very scared, you actually had an enjoyable experience. The bigger the drop, the bigger the pop, the bigger the pop, the more euphoria you had. Well, in our world, when you're trading, the bigger the drop, the bigger the pop. And what that basically means is in order to have a great ride, the higher the pop is directly proportional to the drop. In order to make big profits, you actually have to be able to willingly know that you're going to take a big risk. And I don't mean monetary risk, right?
Right.
We're talking about the availability to be able to ride out a losing streak. The biggest bettors in the world don't care about losing. What they care about is managing risk. So, they're riding on a roller coaster ride, and you know and I know, and usually you're the one that's riding, if you step this way. Usually, they're riding that roller coaster ride, and with that drop comes.
Mm-hmm.
The deeper the drop, the higher the pop. Right?
Right.
Now, here's what happens. If you do a medium roller coaster ride, little drop, little pop, little drop, little pop. What you do is you hold on to your profits, but you don't get as sick. And so what happens is the same thing with the roller coaster ride. With all the mathematicians that I've been dealing with in 2016, it's been evident that most people bet bigger when they're losing. Most people chase their losses to get even. What day is it?
Today is Sunday.
This is the day.
This is
Sunday
the day.
night bail out. Not Sunday night press your wagers to win more. This is Sunday night Dallas versus the Giants. As they like to say, how about them Cowboys? But the guy betting on those Cowboys, or the guy betting on Peyton, or excuse me, Eli, is he betting to actually make a profit? Or is he usually betting just to get flatlined on the graph?
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you're in the hospital, you're dead. But in this instance, on a financial graph, it's to get even. The bigger the pop, the bigger the drop. If you don't understand how to embrace that, we will show you on financial terms what it is to be a professional sports trader. If you were willing to ride that roller coaster ride. So what we did is we devised 3 programs, if you want to raise that. And what we did is think of it like this. When you're 65 years old and you're invested in the stock market, what are you going to do? You're going to be very conservative in your betting, or your day trading, or your financial analysis in your mutual funds. Your financial advisor is going to tell you, listen, you're going to retire in a year. You want to go very conservative. You don't want to worry about a big market drop affecting your SEP IRA or your 401k. You've been working your whole life, and now you want to get a check every month. Be very conservative, sir or ma'am. When you're 40, be super aggressive, or medium, or 80% aggressive with a little bit just trading the indexes. But when you just got out of college and you got that new job and you're in your early 20s, in your early 30s, hammer it. Be so aggressive that you can absolutely 100% handle any volatility, which in the market they call the VIX, the volatility index. You don't care about that roller coaster ride because you have time on your side. Now, as I've said before and I'll say again, what's the difference between sports trading and financial trading? The illusion of time, especially if you deal with a local bookmaker. Why? Because you have a 7-day period, right? How do you say 7? in Russian?
Sim.
How do you say week in Russian?
Неделя.
So all these guys that are playing on a week and are playing on 7 days, they create a false illusion, a sense of time. They got a boot on their throat on Sunday night. They got to get even with the man. They got to get even with it's a false construct. It doesn't even exist in the financial markets. If you can wrap your head around this, you're shortening that roller coaster ride to 7 days instead of the way it should be done, which is when you're in the financial markets or you have a pre-funded account at the telephone account at the Wynn, for instance, or the M Resorts in Vegas, and your cash is up. You're just trading against that bounce with the appropriate percentage. There is no time. There is no settle up. There is no meeting the man because the money's already up. When you decide to take this to the next level and become a trader, come in from the inside, come in from the outside into the inside, and understand this, you too can so much profit from the same things that we as wise guys do. Now, when I say I'm a wise guy, what does that mean? It means I'm wise. I understand the correlation between the financial markets and the sports markets, and I understand they are one and the same. While you are looking to be entertained and watch the Monday Night Football game because my Baltimore Ravens opened up at 8 and are now 6.5. Why are they 6.5? Why did they come off a key number or slice through the key number of 7? Why did they open? Tell me why.
Obviously, there's a lot of money coming in on the Ravens, and all the public is crushing the Ravens right now. And we have an injury report to Mr. Rob Gronkowski that everybody thinks is going to make a huge difference.
Who cares? Here's the bottom line. You got a 7-5 team over 502 games against a 10-2 team. Do they think Baltimore is going to win the game outright? So what they do is they think they're going to lose by 3 and not cover. When we have one of the best field goal kickers in the league, so they think it's going to be a 3-point game. Here's the bottom line. If you think the Ravens are going to win, you bet them on the money line.
Right.
Ravens are going to get blown out or they're going to win the game outright. There's no small cover in this team. We know how this team rolls. It's all or nothing. Now, there's no information. It's too early. It's 24 hours before the game even begins. But the point of the story is games move early from the public. He just said the public is banging that game. When a game comes out on Monday early in the week, sharp money will move it early. But as the game goes through the week, it's not sharp money. It's public money as it gets closer to game time. The sharp money will come in an hour or two before game time. Numbers move for all sorts of reasons, but professional traders are trading both sides of the game.
Right.
Because now this game is sitting on a key number of 6.5, where guys that bet the game +8 early in the week, believe you me, are grabbing the game at -6.5. So the question is for you, since you are the one that will be talking to me from here Tuesday when I'm on the radio live in studio in Vegas, you're the one trying to explain to people the difference between trading and gambling. How hard is it for you when a guy says to you on the phone, just show me what you can do for 3 days? Or just show me what you can do for 1 day after all the information that we put out there content-wise?
It's extremely hard. I mean, what it comes down to is players and the clients that I speak to are lazy. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want the money management and the discipline that it takes to be successful long term. They want that instant gratification. They just want that game in the evening, whatever it is, instead of looking at the big picture and doing the work.
Correct. And so the bottom line is this. When you decide that you simply want to win and you've had enough pain, you too can finally make that progression to the other side. And that's just the bottom line. So stop the bleeding, come in from the outside, come into the inside, Let's make it a great December to remember and march on to the new year. Let's talk about early line moves. On December 5th, we hit Navy here in Baltimore, Maryland, plus 7.5.
Right.
Some clients said to me, well, it didn't matter that the line went down to 4.5 because they won the game outright. After the fact,
Right.
I always want to get the best number before the fact. You follow me?
Absolutely.
Bottom line is, it's easy to say after the fact and Monday morning quarterback. You always want to get the best number. You follow me? That's the bottom line. You always want to get the best number. Good day and good luck. This is your Sunday night report. We will be in the Vegas Strip shortly. If you're looking to watch, listen, and learn, as always, the content is here. If you're not following me on Snapchat, please do so. Good day and good luck.